Scuddy, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Bullets Gotti. Yeah, I had to come back with another video, you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's Aaron Dude's out season, but I'm in the mood. So, yesterday I spoke about Mikey B. I did the video about Ant Live and Hassan Campbell pressing old boy on the platform. Yeah, so me exposing, Hassan Campbell being under pressure, because we know he paying Ant Live, and we know he is an extortionist victim. So we ain't on that. Mikey B, we know he bitter and mad that vladtv and Webb cut him off. He a sucker. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to hear nothing like, now you want to diss Bimmy. You wasn't dissing Bimmy before. You was trying to protect him. Now you want to diss vladtv and Webb when they fed you, when they bought you a BMW and put money in your pocket. Nerve of these cowards. But I gotta talk. See, Hassan's not the only one that's an extortion victim. Zipwitthedrip. I saw a video done by a brother on YouTube. And this dude be exposing all these dudes. Like, he did a video one time. I forgot who he did a video. Oh, Mac Mean, yeah. He did a video on Mac Mean, and he spoke about Hollywood. Shout out to Hollywood from Brownsville. Knocked out Mac Mean. You know what I'm saying? Before he left up out of jail and he got released, he got knocked out by Hollywood. And so when I heard son said that, I was like, wow, this brother right here be having the info on all these dudes. And I don't see nobody like stepping the dude. I don't see nobody exposing dude. I see him coming online and he'll do a video once in a blue moon and then you don't see him no more. The dude, Lions and Men, right? And I've been watching his channel for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Lions and Men. And every time I watch his channel, he blow these niggas up. He blow these niggas up. So I kind of be laughing. I'm like, damn, son. This dude, this Spanish cat, be going on his channel, violating, and none of these dudes that claim they was official, that claim, they was doing this, they was doing that, has made a video going at Lions and Men. Shout out to him. Shout out to his platform. I like his platform, Lions and Men. So I watched the video where he talked about the dude, the homie, Chino Blast, right? Who basically was extorting, let's get to that, Mr. Zipwitthedrip in Clinton Correctional Facility, right? And, we heard the story of Blue Boy, putting the bang on the table and, telling old boy what it is. And old boy didn't want to get busy. And he proceeded to hustle for Blue Boy because he didn't want to get busy. But to hear this Chino Blast situation and hear that he was getting extorted, it's not surprising. You know what I'm saying? It's not surprising. This is a dude that got kicked out of Sex Money Murder. Definitely became, turned Muslim. He's a prison Muslim. He's not he's not a born into Islam. He's a prison Muslim. So being that he's a prison Muslim, he's really not the real deal. So when I heard some video and I'm like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? And this dude not only exposed it, but he exposed Mikey B, Mac Mean. But I was baffled by what he said about Zip. I'm like, nah, not the gangster. not the dude that's the gangster, that be on here talking this murder one, kill him up, bang bang, get it going, you know. And you know what I noticed about Zip? And I noticed this. Zip is very submissive to Spanish dudes. Because if you really look at it, look at the dudes that Zip runs with. He runs with Spanish dudes. Like, I've always seen him come at, other black men. But when it comes to them Spanish cats, he tried to do a little diss at Fat Joe, and then he piped that all the way down. He must have got a phone call from the KAR Terror Squad homies, because he was around Pistol Pete now, and they must be giving him a phone call, and he checked all of that disrespect in the Fat Joe, right? So it's like, when I seen the video, I'm like, hold on. I'm like, okay, so what I'm getting is that Zip has like a history of backing down when these Spanish boys come to him. And I understand, like, even he tried to say something about True Life, and then he said, yo, True Life a cool nigga, yo, he a cool nigga. And I'm like, hold on, bro. But I get the pattern, because you gotta look, he's submissive to the Spanish niggas. They put money in his pocket. They gave him, he thought it was gonna be a popping podcast, but it never went nowhere. So they giving him a podcast. They putting money in his pockets. He doing Doja missions for them. So he's really like a puppet for the Spanish dudes. He's really the puppet. He's like, okay, you ever seen the movie Blood In, Blood Out? Okay, remember the dude that killed the dude in the cage, the old cat? Remember the old cat? He was in Good Times, Teddy Wilson, right? He used to be in Good Times, and he's like, he played on my man Gold Teeth, I think his name, his character was on Good Times, and he was on What's Happening, right? That's Zip. He's that type of character, He moved for the Spanish dudes, you know what I'm saying? Because the dude, his big homie, Delroy Lindo character, didn't tell him to move on the Spanish cat. He moved on the Spanish cat because the Mexican mafia dudes tell him to move on, right? So that's Zip. That's Zip. He's that type of dude, And I noticed that, he's real. And shout out to, all my Boricua homies, you know what I'm saying? But he's submissive to them, you know what I'm saying? Like they put the pressure on that nigga. Like, I watched a couple videos, I'm like, damn, son. Like, every time you get into it with him, you very submissive. First is Blue Boy, Chino Blast, you under Tellin Blanco. They got you looking crazy. Like, Tellin Blanco and German them got boy looking crazy. Why all the Spanish niggas, right? You running around with all these Spanish niggas, right? Why is these Spanish niggas not putting a chain on your neck and putting a watch and make you look like money? Like, why is it that, the dude, Mike Brown, right? That's the dude name, Mikey Brown? Yeah, Mikey Brown and all them dudes in that circle, Corleone and all them, right? Why does all them look like money and you look bummy? I don't get that. I don't get that you in a crew full of Spanish niggas and you the only black nigga and they got you looking bummy. I need to understand that. You can't talk about Terror Squad and talk about Fat Joe, because you piped that down. I know they pressed you. I know they made that phone call and they pressed you. Just like you stopped all that going at Fly Tie because you got pressed. You stopped, talking about certain people with the whole Benny thing because I heard them Queens OGs went at you because you was talking about things you know nothing about and they press you. So it's something about, dudes running down on you. And they making you, they silencing you to not say nothing. So now you want to do your little podcast with Gully and all that, but I just want to understand it. I just want to figure this out. Like, why is it that the Spanish niggas got the Jews on, right? Corleone and Tellem Blanco and your man Germ, and you ain't got nothing on. You don't got no watches. You don't got nothing. Yeah, so the crazy part is like, how is it that all the Spanish niggas got the jewelry and the chains and the money? And that's why when I look at Zip Channel, I say to myself, dude, you look crazy. They on a video and you getting high, and basically you look like you a whole fiend, and you got no jewelry on. Like, it's crazy to me, man. Like, they ain't get you an AP. Like, oh, I get it. Your press game ain't hard. So that's why they didn't, cause, R.I.P. Shy Dukes trainer. Like, he was laying the muscle game down, and he got an AP and got money up out of your mans, Germ and Blanco. But you ain't get nothing up out of them niggas. You ain't get no jewelry, you ain't get no chain, no nothing. You still in Brooklyn. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand that, But the Chino Blast situation is just crazy to me. Just listening to that whole conversation, it's crazy to me. Because you got a dude that basically pressed you, and you was submissive. You know, when we done heard these situations where you admitted to your submission. But here's the thing, right? I still want to know, Zip. I want to know this, right? How does a district attorney give you 5 years probation for homicide? Like, that's the thing that always bewilders me. 5-year probation for homicide. Not an attempt murder, not an assault and battery, but 5 years probation for homicide. I can't understand that. I can't figure that out. In the state of New York. Yeah, you are gerbil. We know you are, Zip, you know. Your father's a gerbil too, and your brother's a gerbil. You just come from a line of gerbils, and you try to like hide it and switch in between and say you're a real street dude, and I don't think you're a real street dude. I think you are a guy that lives in delusions of grandeur. Once I saw that video, and once I saw that picture of you and your man John, and you just look like an extortion victim, and you just look like somebody is like having their way with you, and they do you however they feel like it, I don't take you serious. You like a tax stone. Y'all niggas is submissive when it comes to Spanish niggas, because we know that the Spanish niggas is funding y'all, and y'all don't have no type of hustle, and y'all not with the rah-rah with them, you know what I'm saying? Because the stories I'm hearing is like your man Tax, he got, you know, ran down on by the MS-13 niggas, and you got ran down on by all these other dudes. So I just feel like you an extortion victim, bro. I just feel like it. I just don't see that you are a dude that stood 10 toes down. Because it look crazy to me that, like, when the dude Lions and Man came out there, I didn't see you do a video about him. I seen you did videos on everybody, but when the Spanish nigga came and said, yo, son got pressed, homies extorted him, and he ain't do nothing, I was like, damn, B. So that mean to tell me that homie he's a pump faker. He's not who he say he is. But we just know that you a rah-rah type of dude. So we know that you don't stand on what you stand on. You know, this is a dude, we gotta remember, he's a dude that robbed civilians, right? For their wallet, Metro card, chain, and a Casio watch. He didn't rob him for no bricks. He didn't rob him for no 100 bands. He robbed for a Casio watch, money, and a chain. So that right there just let me know that you a certified bummy dude, but you a certified pump faker. And just your whole story and your whole lifestyle is not written on no real nigga time, and it's written on cap. And you just a capper. And when people listen to you, when they listen to your dialogue, they could just say that, yo, dude's a fraud. You know what I'm saying? You can't take nobody serious that's sitting on granny couch, smoking dirty weed, coughing like he about to lose a lung, and dude looks sickly. Like, homie looks sickly. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen him with no type of drinks, no type of nothing. He running around being a groupie to Spanish niggas. Do y'all peep this? This man is running around Spanish dudes that ain't even trying to put him. Why is it these Spanish dudes that you running behind ain't saying, yo, Zip, I'm gonna invest in your music career? They ain't investing in your music career yet. Huh? They ain't investing. You know, you try to thought the, exposing rats was gonna pop you off. It didn't. You know, you was a groupie to Hassan Campbell. You and him fell out because y'all two bitter bitches. And then, you just all over the place. And then it looked like dudes be pressing you because you talk that hot. No, you talk. I'm gonna keep it real. That nigga Zip talk high power shit. But I never understood why he don't stand on 10. Because like I said, Fat Joe made that call. You know what I'm saying? He's scared of Spanish niggas. We gonna get that clear. And we know Zip is a police nigga. He a snitch. Let's get that clear. He's a snitch. He's a rag. Anytime a nigga can't stand on his business and say, you know what, man, I got 5 years probation. I cooperated, and me and my brother cooperated, and we ready. He want to hold on to something when we all know that you have no history of that. You have one case that you caught that you can find paperwork on, which is you robbing civilians for a Casio watch, doing crackhead bum nigga crimes. But when you say, oh, I'm a nigga that harmed you, the nigga, we don't believe that. Because you didn't harm me nobody. You told on whoever harmed me, son, to get up out of that. So, we know you a diva. We know that you were. We know you're a clout chaser. And so, he's an extortion victim, bro. You know what I'm saying? When Blue Boy told you in the cell, I ain't with none of that. You didn't say, you know what, yo, I ain't with none of that either. We can get it popping. You ain't tell that man we can get it popping. You told that man we gonna get down and get this money. And what I notice about Zip is he's submissive when it comes to real dudes. Well, I should say real Spanish dudes. Because you notice, he may talk a little slick, and then they give him that phone call, and them Puerto Rican cats be pressing him. You know what I'm saying? And he's scared of them Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got two Puerto Ricans running down and extorting you and making you get down, bro, you should just stop all the thuggery. Stop all the thuggery. You know what I'm saying? He be talking reckless about real niggas, and he ain't really moving out here. You know what I'm saying? Why he ain't running? Why tell him Blanco and Germ ain't pushing him? Because, they ain't pushing him because he violated Ty and Skane, and Ty's cool. Just like Webb, Ty and Skane is cool. So he was told, yo, stop dissing the homie, you know, or we ain't gonna fuck with you. And he stopped dissing the homie. You know what I'm saying? So Zip he's like a Hassan Campbell. He's a clout chaser. He's a dude that need to just admit to his truth. Like, nigga, I ratted. Me and my brother did bad when we was teenagers, and we took a 5-year probation. We don't want to hear none of that gangster talk, bro. And it is what it is. Salute.